Once, in a small town, lived two woodcutters, Ryan and David. Every morning they walked into the forest with their axes, cutting wood and carrying heavy bundles to sell in the nearby market. The work was hard, but it gave them just enough to survive. One afternoon, as they sat under a tree to eat their simple lunch, a frail beggar passed by. His clothes were torn, his face looked tired, and his eyes showed hunger. He stopped and said, "Please, I haven't eaten in days. Could you spare me a little food?" Ryan's heart softened. He quickly reached into his bag, ready to share the extra bread he had saved. But before he could hand it over, David gently stopped him. Looking at the beggar, David said, "We don't have food to give away. What we eat only keeps us strong enough to work each day. But if you're willing, I'll lend you my axe and will teach you how to cut wood. Then you can sell it and buy food with your own earnings. That way you'll never have to beg again." The beggar was a little disappointed, but he agreed. Patiently, David taught him how to swing the axe, how to cut the logs, and how to tie them into bundles. At the end of the day, they all walked to the market. At first, no one bought the beggar's wood. He grew frustrated, thinking, "It would have been easier if they had just given me food." But just then, a carriage stopped. A man stepped out and purchased the beggar's entire bundle. The beggar's eyes lit up with joy. With pride, he ran back to Ryan and David, showing them the money he had earned. David smiled, took him to a small shop, and helped him buy his very own axe. For the first time in years, the beggar felt hope. He thanked them with tears in his eyes and went off to buy a warm meal. After he left, Ryan turned to David and said, "You could have just given him food. Why go through all this trouble?" David replied, "If we had given him bread, his hunger would return by tonight. But today we gave him something better, a skill. With it he can feed himself for a lifetime." There's a saying, don't just give a man fish, teach him how to fish. True help is not giving temporary relief. It's giving people the tools and skills to stand on their own feet.